Antifa chapter of Washington, D.C. sends threatening messages via Twitter to a federal elected official. 78 The threatening tweet was later deleted after it went public. In Toronto, left-wing pro-abortion protester and liberal scumbag Jordan Hunt kicked female pro-life protester Marie-Claire Bissonnette during a heated debate about abortion, then transparently claimed he was trying to kick her phone before he cowardly ran away. 79 After video of the assault went viral, Hunt was subsequently fired from his job as a hairdresser and was arrested for this and another assault at a different pro-life protest on August 2. October 2018. By October 29, leftists had committed over 40 acts of violence and threats of violence. Republicans are facing organized acts of criminality and harassment at the rate of nearly 1.5 per day. 80. Georgetown professor Carol Christine Fair tweeted during the hearings on the Kavanaugh smear that Republican senators on the Judiciary Committee, all of them deserve miserable deaths, while feminists laugh as they take their last gasps. Bonus, we castrate their corpses and feed them to swine. Yes. 81. A Republican congressman was assaulted by doped-up activists in his office. 82. Vandals spray paint rape on GOP headquarters in Winnebago County, Illinois. 83. A leftist mob attempted to take over the Capitol during Brett Kavanaugh's SCOTUS hearings. At least 500 were arrested. Congressional aide to Representative Sheila Jackson Lee was arrested and charged with doxing during the Kavanaugh hearings. 84 Threats in interstate communication, unauthorized access of a government computer, identity theft, witness tampering, second-degree burglary, and unlawful entry for illegally posting the personal information of several Republican senators, including Lindsey Graham, Mike Lee, and Orrin Hatch, on Wikipedia via a House computer. He had also sent an email to a witness who confronted him on his illegal activities, threatening to post the health information of the senator's children, as well as the senator's social security numbers, if the witness said anything. 85 The staffer faces up to 50 years in prison if he is convicted on the charges. 86. An Antifa and Black Lives Matter mob were allowed by Portland officials to take over a street in that city, blocking traffic and inciting anarchy. 87. A truck was set on fire reportedly because of the pro-Trump stickers on the back. 88. Deadly ricin assassination attempts were made against President Trump, Secretary James Mattis, the Secretary of Navy, and Senator Susan Collins. Minnesota special education teacher Sam Ness tweeted, "So who's gonna take one for the team and kill Kavanaugh?" 89 Ness was fired and now under FBI investigation. Ole Miss sociology professor James Thomas advocated acts of aggression against Republican senators. 90. Hazmat team investigates letter sent to Senator Susan Collins' home. Collins provided the decisive vote for Kavanaugh. 91. Long Island native arrested for death threats against two senators who supported Brett Kavanaugh. 92. Susan Rice's son John David Rice Cameron, president of the Stanford College Republicans, was violently assaulted by an unhinged leftist at Stanford University. 93. Hillary Clinton openly committed to mass violence. 94. Eric Holder, the only U.S. Attorney General ever held in contempt of Congress, called for violence. 95. 96. Antifa attacks GOP headquarters in NYC, warns this is merely the beginning. 97. Antifa goons jump a black man in New York. 98. Leftist mob riots in Portland, Oregon continue into the second week. 99. The city's mayor defended his own decision to let Antifa block traffic and harass drivers and to block the police from intervening. 100. 101. Deranged left-winger chased and assaulted a campaign canvasser for Republican congressional candidate Justin Farid. 102. Antifa rioters attack Patriot Prayer Group, again. 103. 104. Pro-life protester assaulted by pro-abortionist. 105. Vermont State House Republican candidate Desiree Morin received rape and death threats in an anonymous letter. 106. The letter reads, "My comrades will kill you and the Constitution. Socialism is here." Open season for Republican death in Vermont. Minnesota State House Republican candidate Shane McKeeland suffered a concussion in, politically motivated, attack by violent leftist. 107. Minnesota Republican State Representative Sarah Anderson assaulted by left-wing anarchist. 108. Cyrus Goon arrested for violent assault on female Republican gubernatorial campaign manager in Nevada. The paid thug also is employed by David Brock. 109. 110. On the streets of Brooklyn, an Hasidic Jew walking to his synagogue was viciously beaten by a radical 111. Racist Democrat mob target an interracial couple 112-113. Leftist bigots assault a homosexual journalist covering Florida Democrat gubernatorial candidate Andrew Gillum rally 114. Liberal racist assaults black man at Starbucks 115. Heeding the call to incivility, a large rock was thrown through the window of Republican Majority Leader Kevin McCarthy's district office 116. Tennessee restaurant owner and staff receive death threats after hosting event for Republican Senate candidate Marsha Blackburn 117. Invoking the words of Timothy McVeigh, Democrat leader Nancy Pelosi threatens dissenters if Marxists take over the U.S. House of Representatives. If there's collateral damage, so be it. 118-119. Miami Republican Representative Carlos Curbelo received a death threat 120. A crazed Trump hater killed 11 worshippers in a conservative Jewish synagogue in Pittsburgh 121. DCCC Chairman Benny Ray Lujan refused to condemn liberal anti-Semitic hate speech on Meet the Press 122. Violent protesters disrupt Marsha Blackburn rally in Nashville 123. South Daytona, Florida Republican's office shot up by gunfire 124. Rabbi receives hate mail after welcoming President Trump to the Tree of Life Synagogue 125. Antifa protester Steve Wilson was fired from his job as a tech specialist after he was caught and identified on camera viciously and profanely harassing the widow of a NYPD officer who was killed on September 11 and trivializing the officer's death, then ran away cowardly when a member of the Patriot Prayer Group, who is also the widow's son, chased Wilson off during an Antifa attack on a conservative pro-police march in Portland, Oregon on October 13, 126-127. November 2018. Former Obama campaign worker and queer man arrested for painting "Kill All Jews" on a synagogue 128-129. Trump impersonator Alec Baldwin arrested for violent assault. Hollywood actresses Tara Strong and Rena Sofer recorded themselves verbally and racially harassing an Uber driver, who is also a legal immigrant, naturalized citizen, and Donald Trump supporter, and threatening him with being fired as he drove them to Democrat congressional candidate Harley Rauda's campaign office 130 strong, portraying herself and Sofer as the victims in the incident, falsely accused the driver of screaming and yelling at them and of driving erratically in a Twitter post which has since been taken down. She also ranted about the driver and falsely claimed he attempted to kill her and Sofer in another tweet directed at Trump that drew heavy criticism against her for her lies 131. And after Strong posted an edited version of the recorded exchange that left out selected parts of the video, which she later conveniently took down after being contacted by Uber support 132. She drew more criticism and call-outs from posters who demanded that she post the complete unedited video, pointing out that she had something to hide by posting only the edited video and then deleting it. 133. Fascist Antifa mob, organized by the far-left group Smash Racism DC, try to break into Tucker Carlson's house while his wife and family are home 134-135. The incident is being labeled and investigated as a hate crime by DC police. Trump supporter, who was wearing a MAGA hat while campaigning during the midterms, suffered a broken ankle in 4 places when he was cowardly attacked from behind by a deranged leftist in Arizona 136. The attacker was subdued by bystanders and was then arrested for robbery and has other charges pending, while Sparks had to undergo surgery to repair his damaged ankle. An Antifa member was arrested in Portland for punching and spitting on conservative activists taking part in a rally in that city. 137 charges filed against the leftist also included harassment, disorderly conduct, and interfering with a police officer. December 2018. Democrat lawmaker threatens to kill family of Republican legislator during Illinois legislative debate 138. An 11-year-old boy who happened to have the last name of Trump changed his last name because he was being bullied and harassed because of it. 139.